So I've talked about the Atari box a lot on my channel, and I'm back at it again, talking more about the Atari box. Just in a couple of days, December 14th, you'll be able to pre-order your Atari box if you so choose though. But this console is looking like a big fat joke. That is right. Who's really going to buy the Atari box? We literally have no information on the Atari box. We know that it's going to run somewhere between $250 to $300. It's going to be using quote-unquote real wood. That's what Atari said. Now granted, this is not the same Atari that actually owned or made the Atari 2600 and the rest of the Atari systems. This is another company who owns the rights to the Atari name, so you gotta take it as it is. But honestly, this has me really worried, and I'm just trying to tell you guys, I don't think this is actually a console you would actually want to buy. I think this is a big fat joke, honestly. We still know literally nothing about the console. We don't even know what system it's actually going to be running. We don't even know the games. The games. Come on, Atari, what games do you have to offer to the consumers that we're actually going to play? That's the reason these systems sell, because we got confident games that we're going to be playing on these systems. Without games, what's the point of these boxes? And if this is just a mini PC in an Atari looking box, then what the freak? Am I really going to pay $250 to $300 for this system when I can go out right now and buy any of the current gen consoles? And the funny thing is, I can actually buy a current gen console less than the suggested retail price. So for instance, if I want to buy like an Xbox One, a PS4, I can buy those well under $300, which is the crazy thing. So if they expect me to pay $250 to $300 for something I know little about, then come on, whoever owns Atari, this is not looking good. Some people might be saying, well, just wait until December 14th. On December 14th, when this thing goes up on Indiegogo for pre-order, they might tell you more information on the Atari box. But don't you realize, if this thing was actually going to be a confident, good system, how come this Atari company would not actually give out more information before it goes up on Indiegogo? Let's face it, if they already had something to prove to us or show to us, they would already have this they already had the information leaked out. It would have leaked out long ago, so this is just not looking good for the Atari box. Honestly, I think this thing is going to be a big, fat fail. Now, I could totally be wrong, and this thing could totally shine, but it's just not going to compare to the competition. We already got a lot of systems on the market, and we already got a lot of confident systems on the market. We got the Xbox, the PlayStation, the new Nintendo Switch, and there's a lot of good competition. And it's looking like this Atari box doesn't really have anything to offer, and this just makes me worried. I'm just saying, I don't think anyone should buy this thing. Even if they do show some stuff on December 14th on the Indiegogo campaign, and they come out with some games and they tell us what kind of controller this thing's using. Yes, we don't even know what kind of controller this is actually going to be using. There was that one leak for the controller, but who knows if that's even real. Honestly, I just don't think this is a confident system. I think if you were to buy this for whatever price they're going to go for, you're pretty much going to get ripped off, because in the near future, this thing's probably going to tank. You remember the system Ouya? Ouya was another thing just like that kind of flopped and failed. It didn't really do well. And my ass bought that thing, and I know for a fact that thing was not good. The controller sucked. It was a box primarily to play indie games. Indie games are good. There's a lot of great indie games out there on the market currently, but the problem was with the Ouya, the Ouya didn't even have any good third-party indie support. It had their own indie support from like Android, and you know, a lot of Android indie games are just complete utter crap. So I didn't know why I bought that system altogether. That system was just a big fat fail. I just don't know why I bought that. So I'm saying is, this console is just not something that you should get really excited for. And the other thing that you should be worried about is, how come this Atari company wanted to go with Indiegogo instead of Kickstarter? On Kickstarter, you do have to have a proof of concept, but on Indiegogo, pretty much anything goes. And that's probably why they went with Indiegogo, because they know this thing's not going to do well. It's probably going to tank and going to fail, and that's why they went with Indiegogo. This thing just has me worried at all. We'll have to wait and see until December 14th if they're going to actually show any games or show any more information about the Atari box. Right now, we know little to nothing about the Atari box, but honestly, I don't know what this Atari company's doing. I think this is just a big fat joke. Anyway, guys, this is Wayne from My Tech News, signing out.